Okay, so last time we left off going through all the seasonal interactions, right? Which are basically just markers that I'm using a scoreboard to detect how old they are in ticks and then cause different things to occur. So we're now at, what are we at to? Bog, right? So this is a special interaction that the bogged skeleton can now spawn. So if we click the button, right, it's like a diseased cloud, and as you can see, it gave us oozing, poison, and hunger. And it didn't last very long. Should have the chance to grow or the chance to fade fairly quickly. See if we can actually get it to spread. So this time it's actually growing and spreading, right? So basically the marker in itself has a chance to create another one in one of the cardinal directions, right? And then that has a chance to go forth and go on and spread. And eventually they should just, obviously just clean themselves up like that, right? So it shouldn't last too long. So then we have Deadly Blizzard. Now, all the snow here is thanks to the first form of blizzard. But now we have the more dangerous versions. Now, these aren't for the biomes or the seasonal effects. These are more for entities, mobs, or more specifically bosses slash special, unique, special. We'll go with special mobs that I've made for the pack, which will just be basically a zombie, right, that I've tagged with a special tag that then goes, well, this is a special zombie that has seasonal power. And with that seasonal power, you can now create a deadly blizzard. And that deadly blizzard looks like a normal blizzard, right? Although it's a bit more violent, right? Yeah, spit particle does its job. Once again, it's not working, and it's probably the same error as the last blizzard. So give me a second to fix that. Okay, and since it's still up, there we go. So now it's working, right? So yeah, they can shoot off in all different directions. They're creating snow. It's happening more often than the first snowfall, right? As you can see by the numerous amounts, and each one of these that hits can actually cause impact. Although I'm curious, none of them got to the point. It's unfortunate. Which one was it? Deadly Blizzard. Let's redo it, right? So it should have the ability to create ice blocks, right? If it hits a snow stack that's actually fully grown. Now, generally speaking, this would occur in a biome that actually has snow, right? So it should have a more likely chance, although apparently it's not hitting any of them. We're also, they should be playing a sound effect when they collide with the ground. Yeah, it's kind of bad. It's one I will have to fix, but yeah, so it's more apparent than the first form, and basically all the deadly versions are worse versions or more rampant versions than their predecessors. So after that, we have, if I get out of the snow, we have Deadly Bog, which I do need to clean up a little bit. Oh, so it's actually, is it something powered snow? No, it's something normal snow. These full blocks, I cannot tell. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, okay, so it's one off. Maybe I miscounted, because basically I also sped it up so it generates half the amount of stacks of snow before actually getting to the block. So for the normal blizzard, it summons powdered snow. For this, it's meant to summon ice. I'm going to remove my tag, although apparently it's gone. Frostbite. Oh, we have Entomb as well. So Frostbite, and then 1, 2, 3, and this is how I control status effects, right? Just everything's through tags. Tags are just fantastic. Do we have anything else? No, they're all the important ones. So we were up to this one. Nope, this one. Deadly Bog, right? So we started with Bog. Oh, they are misaligned. That is not great. They should be amongst one another, but it's just a worse version. Instead of poison, it now gives withering. Same sort of scenario as the other one. In fact, it lasts for even less time, right? It has a chance to spread and grow and then clean itself up. But I do have to fix the particles. I don't know why they're split. They should be on the same layer, right? The y-axis. But yeah, we went through this last time, how alignment for the y-axis has changed ever so slightly, and it's very, very annoying, but I digress. Creeping Vines. So now the deadly version. Have I not reloaded the texture pack? I have, but it's broken. Alright, well, we have a few things to fix. Okay, hopefully that does the trick now. Seems I missed a file. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so it's a slightly different texture than the other Creeping Vines, and the reason for that, apparently is not apparent. Give me something. I am on fire. Okay, good. So yeah, this gives you weakness and ignites. Sometimes, apparently. There we go. Yeah, so fiery, right, burning. It's also growing a lot more than the other vines, which is a bit problematic. and a lot taller, which is also variable. Oh, there we go, and now it's decaying. So the decay version should also give you some other effects. Apparently not, though. Sound effects are a problem. Yeah, I hate having to go through and add sound effects to everything, right? Especially because we're taking from the Minecraft library, because I'm not gonna mess around with my own design. Are they decaying? And timing's another thing that we have to work on. It is. Yeah. Okay. It's also not quite as dark as I would like for it to decay properly. It's okay. I might have to tweak the colors. But while that goes on, we will go back to the Blizzard and check that this is correct, because it should be correct now. Cool, we are igniting stuff. Yeah, it's spawning up there. It's going to shoot out the snowballs. And nope, they're still not working. Why is that? Causing anything to grow? I mean, their effects are working on us. But once again, they're not quite working in the sense of spawning snow. And I don't know why, because I did update this. It was the same error where I was detecting the block it was at rather than the block that's under it, right, when the snowball collides. I guess I'll just tweak that in my own time. We do have to, fortunately, get rid of our tags again. The main bad one is the entomb. The entomb will screw us up eventually. Where are we up to? We're up to Deadly Dust Ball, right. So it should just be a bigger dust ball that moves a bit more frequently. Though it doesn't actually look that much bigger. Tries up the particles. But should also then spawn some smaller ones that then, yeah, sort of extend out, right? So it has the ability to grow bigger, just worse effects. Again, basically just deadly means worser effects. Plain and simple. Then we have Deadly Entomb, which is the same thing as the other one, right? If we stand in it, wherever it spawns, should be somewhere here. Taking its sweet time, though. It's summoned. I'll come back to that one, I guess. Deadly Eruption. I didn't actually check if these were all functional. Oh, this one does seem to be fine. So it should just be a bigger eruption that then also spawns smaller eruptions. So it should go the middle, eventually, and then the sides. Yeah, cool. So it goes like in X. So don't stand in it. Now the flame pillar goes in all cardinal directions. A lot of fire. Again, when it collides with the block, it stops growing. The question is, does it dissipate? The overlapping sound effects are also kind of an issue. Ah, cool. It does dissipate. Deadly Wither Maw. So instead of poison, this one should be giving wither. It should look slightly different instead of the spore particles coming out of the mouth. Cool. Okay, so that's 2 for 2. Which one was it? It was Entomb was an issue. I suppose Snowblock. Right? And so far, Wither Maw. Alright, we'll come back to that. Then we have Deadly Smog. Does work. Perfect. So again, just more dangerous variety. It's way too high, though. Why is that so high? Well, gives darkness, gives a whole bunch of negative stat effects, right? Makes it kind of hard to see. Yeah, but it's a little high. Again, I really hate whatever's going on with the weird axis. Oh, okay. They grew back. I am very curious about this. So I think markers can spawn... God, how to explain it? If you don't know how chunks work in this game, right? So a 3x3 is generally what's loaded, right? When I say load, everything's functional. Then on the outer ring here, you have all entities. So for instance, a marker spawned in there. That's why it's coming back. And since I'm moving in that direction, it's growing. And basically, the problem with this is you can summon entities into this outer chunk, but you can't target or delete them, right? Isn't that weird? Actually, I think you can with just a blanket, kill command, but it target it in the sense of, God, how to explain it? So when one of the fire effects clear, right? When one of these is at the age of deletion, it then deletes the ones next to it, and that causes a chain reaction, right? Similar to the creeping vines, and it's just not because, again, it spawned endlessly until it hits a block. So if we go all the way in this direction, eventually it should hit a tree, and that should be it, done. But now that we're here, did it luck out? No, it didn't luck out, right? So now that we're here, it's still spawning markers all the way in that direction, but it's not cleaning them up. And that's a problem, because I want it to be between 2 blocks. This is meant to be underground too, so it shouldn't be endless like this, But then the fact that, it resurfaces is a bit of a problem. Although it feels like we got it all. But I need to go in the... No, there we go. And grew back again. Right? It aged away. Yeah, so it's a tricky one for it to function exactly how I want to function. But then also to clean up. So we'll have to think about it and fix it up. But they should age away. I got rid of the snow block. We know which ones are wrong. It was the Withermore, the Entomb, and technically the Blizzard as well. Slash the Dustball. All of these are the newest ones, which I haven't really tested at all. Not Bog. Bog was fine. Actually, I think I changed the particle for Bog. Nope, they're still weirdly spaced. Did I not save any of these? Sorry. Tangent. Well, I mean, everything's a tangent. I guess I did save them. But then we also have the Deadly Bog. Where's Deadly Bog? Sneeze is now higher than Squidding. Did I not reload the world? Is that what's going on? Yes. Ha. We reloaded the texture pack. I did not reload the world. Alright, let's see if it works a bit better now. So it should hopefully create snow once again. Once they shoot out. Yes, perfect. But will it... It does. It creates the ice and it creates snow on top of that. Yeah, and then eventually that will turn into more ice and vice versa. Except for that little block. That's a bit of an issue. But this way it can grow, and growing is what we want, right? Rather than the other one. This is a lot of snow. This is... I screwed up. This ruined my testing area, and I don't like the gap here. That's a mess up. Anyway, so that works fine. Well, not fine, but it works better. The Dust Ball, I do want to change anyway. What's this one? The Entomb was broken from the start. I wanted one Bog wherever it was. We're also going to get frozen here because I have the Entomb again. Does this look correct? Oh, it looks better, right? The Sneeze should be on top of the darkness, yeah. Entomb, if you're wondering what keeps happening, it's basically if I stand still, the slowness is going to grow and grow and grow. And then eventually we're going to get encased in ice. Right, now. Well, it should play the skeleton convert sound to stray. Because that's always... That sounds like ice crackling to me. It's fine. Withermore needs to be fixed. Smog was fine. Soul Summon, here we go. See if this works. I hate writing entities, but this should be a little bit better than the Wither Skeleton that spawned from the other one. It should be a... Wither Skeleton horse with some armor. Cool. And netherite sword. Oh, I just saved you. Coming back in. Then we have Deadly Soul Tether. Just like the other one. If you stand in, you'll get stuck. But this should... Basically, what happens is it spawns in the x-axis. So you get teleported all around. If you don't get out of it, you eventually take a bunch of damage. And I love the sound effect in like the screen shake, right? For it being deadly. But again, I need to add more sounds and more like particle eruptions. It's very lengthy. Deadly Tempest should just be a bigger tornado that then spawns other tornadoes. Apparently not. Alright. That one's broken as well. Twisted Energy. Oh, that one works. So it's similar to the other one, but it's completely bad effects now on the Enderpearls. So we get hunger with a poison and damage from contact. But again, if you get hit by one, it should shoot off. Yeah, I really need to fix the Flame Pillar. It keeps coming back because we keep moving to that direction. Suppose I can put a block, and that should stop it coming in here. Deadly Twisted Energy. Okay, then we have the last two, which is the Labyrinth Vault, which looks like this. You do that, and it should not spawn the display. Where'd they come back? This is completely incorrect. This one should be appropriate, but it's also not. Again, their positioning has been ruined. I'm gonna fix this. Okay, that should be everything fixed. So I think we will start down this end, right? So up first we have the Deadly Tempest, probably working. So it's just a faster moving Tempest, right? Or Cyclone. That can then spawn off other Cyclones, which we should hopefully see. Yeah, there we go. So it spawned off one in that direction. And sort of mirroring one another. Right, because I'm using the random number generator that I made rather than roll. Or random. Is it slash random? I think it's slash random. Meaning that at the same tick, they always move in the same direction. That's a little annoying. Oh well. Still create some variability. Yeah. You can get galed from this one, which is this little status effect, where you get, you know, buffeted around by fierce winds, basically. Apparently knocked off your horse. Weird. Okay. Anyone with the dirt block. Deadly Entomb. We'll leave that one for now. Dust Ball, I changed. Right, it should be a lot more distinctive from the normal Dust Balls by being much bigger. But similar to the Tempest, right, it will create miniature ones that are, again, slower moving. But yeah, you don't want to... Oh, it's hunger, right? Yeah, I don't have to go into survival. Just, you trust me, right? But I did also fix... Where is it? Not that one, not Smog. Deadly Blizzard. This should now work appropriately. Still being buffeted. And it should just create a whole bunch of snow. And of course I get hit straight away. So what we want to see is it build up a snow layer properly. That turned to ice, and then it turned to packed ice. So it goes blue ice, packed ice, then it should do snow again. And should lead to great layers. I'm not seeing any, which is a problem. Oh, there's one. Never mind. We saw one. Actually, there'll be one under there as well. Maybe. Alright, so it's sort of working. More or less. Anticipated. It's not enough snow. We'll do it one more time. Again, I just want to make sure. Not that one, not that one. Was it this one? Yeah. That it does actually build. Because it did down here, which is good. Right, it should convert a full stack of snow to ice. Someone got entombed. Show me. Somewhere. I will also set the day and also clear the weather, since it's slightly annoying. The quicker I get entombed, the better. Because then the stats effects goes away, and why can I not see anything? Oh, there we are. Because I was digging down, apparently. Don't mind me. Alright, it's making it in some places, but it's also not in others. And these are 7s, yeah. So the collision is still wrong. Some places it worked. Anyway, it will just create a ton of snow. Then we also have this one, which is Deadly Entomb, which we need to clear some space for. Right? Basically, again, it's just a worse version of the initial Entomb, which if we stand in, we're going to get encased in ice. And then repeatedly frozen, which... not quite what we want, and then fully frozen, right? So the full middle fills up, right? And it's a bigger little spike of ice. Yeah, so I need to still tweak that and the snowfall, but everything else seems to be working a lot better, which is good. So then the last two things we had to check on were these. We have the Labyrinth Vaults and the Labyrinth Gate. So the Vaults, normal item frames. When you put an ender pearl in, it shoots out loot, right? Plain and simple. Sound effects fine. And then this one, a little bit different. Do that, and it opens a portal, right? Oh. Okay. Was working. Oh, okay. Weird. It was working in testing, but here we are. We're in the dungeon dimension for the pack, which is a procedurally generated dungeon. So if I fly about, right, it will continue to progress, hopefully, unless it's broken, which appears to be broken. Was working testing. Gotta love that. I don't know. It feels like there's been an update, but there hasn't been an update, and stuff has just broken for whatever reason. But yeah, there's VODs, if you're curious. But this is the work in progress. Basically, all these item frames will be replaced with the correct loot, so a chest will be a chest. If there's one with a spawner somewhere, well, some of them are working. See? Weird. They will spawn spawners. So, yeah. If you touch the red or fall out of the zone, you will be teleported back to where you were. Apparently not. Okay, it's completely broken. Weird. I should be able to... I don't know what to tag myself. Well, that's anticlimactic end. I don't know why. It broke. Fun. So I have this to figure out and the seasonal or interactions to still play around with. Anyway, we'll leave it there because I've got some work to do. Hope you enjoyed nonetheless. See ya.